Hello, everyone. This is Jessica from Milesight marketing team, and welcome to the Milesight Comprehensive Product Line Application course. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. In the last course, we focused on indoor smart building management. Today, we'll move from indoor to outdoor environments to explore smart city-related applications. We have a lot of exciting content to cover, all centered around how Milesight supports smarter cities through real-world cases. Our session is divided into 4 main parts. First, we'll start with a quick smart city overview, including our product on matrix and the core solution areas we focus on. Then we'll dive into 2 of the most important aspects of a city, namely smart water and cold chain management. We'll look at our 3 W water Y strategy and 4 our cold chain strategy and see how they are deployed. Finally, we'll wrap up with environmental monitoring solutions, including fire detection, smart waste bins, and more. Let's get started. Currently, we have more than over 100 products. Our offerings include sensing nodes, connection devices, and various additional tools and platforms. Our sensing nodes are designed to gather accurate data from the environment. Most of the nodes support LoRaWAN protocol, and a few of them also supports some other communication protocols, such as 4G Cat1, Wi-Fi Halo NB-IoT, and LTE-M. Milesight controllers are designed to offer seamless integration with the legacy or traditional sensors. And the weather stations are commonly deployed in smart city and agriculture applications or solar power plants, where accurate weather data is essential. To facilitate seamless connectivity, we provide a range of connection devices that enable efficient communication between devices and networks. These devices play a crucial role in establishing secure and robust connections, such as the LoRaWAN gateways, cellular routers, and switches. Recognizing the potential of 5G technology, Milesight has developed 5G suites that leverage the power of this advanced network infrastructure. These suites enable high-speed data transfer, low latency, and enhanced reliability, unlocking new possibilities for IoT deployments. In addition to our broad product range, we offer extra software platforms tailored to cater to the diverse needs of our customers. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture of how Milesight supports smart city development. Cities today face some serious challenges, whether it's ensuring the safety of food and medicine, preventing floods, reducing pollution, or improving infrastructure efficiency. And that's exactly where our solutions come in. We focus on 3 key areas. On the left, there's cold chain management. This covers every stage from production and storage to transport and final delivery, whether for food safety or medicine effectiveness. On the right, it's all about smart water management. We're talking about monitoring water levels, pipes, meters, and even managing irrigation and fountains, which are daily tasks for public facility managers. And in the center, we've got environmental monitoring, with a strong focus on public safety, like detecting fire risks and managing waste through smart bins. Together, these solutions help make our city smarter, safer, and more sustainable. Now that we've explored smart water management, let's shift our focus to another essential part of a smart city, cold chain management. It's not just about logistics, it's about building a more responsive, efficient, and healthier urban ecosystem. Because close enough isn't good enough when lives and livelihoods are on the line due to spoiled vaccines or ruined shipments. So, for the utmost precise monitoring, Milesight wireless sensors are widely distributed in various scenarios and even travel with cargo throughout the cold chain, from production, storage, transport to final delivery. These devices continuously monitor and record temperature and humidity, even brightness level and vibration, all critical parameters for product safety. We've boiled cold chain temperature monitoring down to 4 mission-critical RAWs. First up, right temperature. Imagine you're dealing with ultra-sensitive items like vaccines or fresh produce. If COVID-19 vaccines thaw during transit, when they should be kept at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit, it's game over. So we deliver ultra-wide range monitoring from minus 200 plus 800 degrees Celsius, with lab-grade precision, independent probe calibration, and auto-drift compensation, then you always know you're in spec. Next, right time. Time is mission critical in cold chain logistics. Real-time responsiveness means your cooling system can dynamically adjust based on environmental changes, like when a truck door opens, or there's a sudden shift in outside temperature. Plus, real-time alerting allows sensors scream danger at the moment thresholds are breached. No more oops, we missed it. The low power consumption and high uptime design of our systems can significantly reduce maintenance costs over the years following installation. Moving on to the right record, keeping accurate records is essential. Our systems provide tamper-evident data. Any unauthorized changes are immediately noticeable. We can export data to PDF documents for easy sharing and compliance with regulatory standards. Reliable data storage and retransmission ensure that we have a complete and accurate history of temperature conditions throughout the entire transport process. Lastly, we have the right place. Position tracking is crucial to know exactly where your goods are at all times. Facility sealing, such as door sensors, helps maintain the integrity of the environment inside. Multi-point and distributed sensing means we can monitor conditions at various locations, ensuring comprehensive coverage and control. Milesight's wireless temperature sensing devices make it easy to achieve these four guardians. As a result, temperature-sensitive goods are consistently monitored, stored, and transported at the correct temperature, arrive at their intended destinations without delays, and meet regulatory requirements with proper documentation and reporting. So, what does Milesight bring to your cold chain? There are four big wins: total temperature coverage, built tough for the cold. All your data and assets stay locked down. And finally, it helps you save cash and skip the hassle. Next, I'd like to share some inspiring real-world cases where Milesight has partnered with experts and professional solution providers from the global cold chain industry. The first story comes from a vineyard in Chihuahua, Mexico. The solution integrates the EM300TH temperature and humidity sensor, WS301 magnetic contact switch, UG67 outdoor gateway, and UC300 controller to provide real-time monitoring and alerts for temperature in fermentation tanks and cold rooms, and even door status. Check out the video to see how it works.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Nos encontramos en un viñedo en el cual hemos implementado la tecnología de LoRa y ha sido todo un éxito. Hemos monitoreado lo que es la temperatura en los tanques de fermentación, hemos monitoreado la temperatura en cuartos fríos, hemos monitoreado los estados de las puertas, si son abiertas, si han sido cerradas, y también podemos generar alertas a través de estos estados de temperatura o de las puertas. Todo esto, les recuerdo, implementado con la tecnología de LoRa. Como pueden ver, esta tecnología es de muy fácil instalación y la podemos instalar en casi cualquier escenario. Controles de acceso, automatización, vigilancia, entre muchísimas cosas más.
In addition, Milesight has achieved remarkable success in various production stages of the global cold chain industry. Whether in food manufacturing in Finland, Singapore, or the Coca-Cola laboratory in Shanghai, they all ditched the old clipboard and pen routine and switched to Milesight's EM300TH, EM320TH, and our rugged EM500P T100 sensors. Before, teams were scurrying around with clipboards, scribbling down temperatures in fermentation tanks, cold rooms, and fridges, hoping no one forgot to check during shift changes or got pulled onto another task. It was slow, easy to make mistake, and costly, such as spoiled batches or fines for missing logs. Now, it's fully automated. Temps and humidity get logged in real time. Alerts are triggered the instant anything drifts out of range, and everyone gets solid data they can actually use. And this typical case from Austria can tell us why keeping our perishable foods at the right temperature really matters. Imagine you're shipping meats, poultry, seafood, you name it, and suddenly the temperature drifts up even a few degrees. You don't just lose that perfect frozen texture, you risk spoilage. And worst case, you're creating a breeding ground for bacteria that can make people sick. Now, for fresh stuff, think lettuce, berries, cut fruit, you've got an even tighter window. Take iceberg lettuce. At 33 to 39 Fahrenheit, it can stay crisp and fresh for up to 15 days. But bump it up to 47 Fahrenheit, and suddenly you've cut its life down to 5 days, and you've opened the door to bacterial growth. In fact, just last year in the UK, over 80 people ended up in the hospital after an E. coli outbreak linked to undercooled lettuce used in salads and sandwiches. That's why from the farm to the supermarket, and even behind the deli counter, everyone in the cold chain has to be on the same page about temperature control. Freshness isn't just a nice to have, it's what keeps customers happy, keeps your brand reputation intact, and ultimately keeps people safe. To address this challenge, our partner M2M in Germany teamed up with a major Austrian supermarket chain, deploying thousands of Milesight sensors across over 150 stores. We installed 3,000 EM300TH sensors in refrigerated areas to monitor temperature and humidity, and 1,000 EM500PT100 sensors in deep freeze zones. This setup provides real-time data across all shelves and freezers, allowing immediate alerts for any temperature issues, so nothing gets missed. Hospital environments and medicine facilities require secure 24/7 monitoring to maintain drugs, vaccines, blood, tissues, and critical medical equipment within specified temperature and humidity ranges. Variations in temperature readings, even the smallest, can make the difference between life-saving medications and pharmaceuticals. That's where our Milesight twins, the EM300TH and EM500PT100 wireless sensors, come in. We deploy them in key locations, including hospitals in Turkey and Singapore. They send real-time temperature and humidity data straight to an easy-to-use dashboard or app, so staff can get instant alerts and full reports whenever they need them. During the COVID-19 period, more than 100 of EM500 PT100 were used to track and monitor vaccine temperature to decrease waste, improve customer confidence, and increase inoculation rates via a public Lorawa network in Indonesia. Besides that, Milesight has partnered with dozens of other clients to nail the challenge of monitoring temperature across food, medicine, and water industries. In France, retail stores needed to meet government regulations for building automation and control systems and get certified for the A-grade energy efficiency standard. So, they needed precise temperature monitoring in refrigerators to cut down on manual record keeping and boost energy efficiency. In India, the pharmaceutical industry had to deal with strict rules requiring continuous temperature monitoring, including biannual calibration of probes. This made it difficult to keep monitoring uninterrupted and stay compliant. In the Netherlands, the focus was on stopping Legionella bacteria from growing by keeping an eye on water temperatures between 20 and 45 degrees Celsius. Real-time alerts were crucial when temperatures hit levels that could lead to bacterial growth. Milesight's TS201 and TS302 models made a big difference in all these cases. They provided automated, accurate, and reliable monitoring, with features like independent calibration, real-time alerts, and PDF file export, ensuring compliance and operational efficiency. Through the trial case in Czech Republic, we can tell something is happening in the pharmaceutical industry. This industry is really changing, and a big part of that is the need for reliable temperature-controlled packaging. These solutions are crucial for keeping sensitive products like vaccines, biologics, and insulin at the right temperatures during transport and storage. If the temperature goes off, it can mess with the drug's effectiveness and even risk patient safety, leading to expensive recalls and penalties. But there are still some challenges. The cold chain can be complex, and in many developing regions, there's not enough infrastructure to keep things consistently cool. This is especially true in rural areas of low and middle income countries, where inadequate cold storage makes drug distribution tough. So, what's driving this transformation? Well, it's the IoT tech. We're seeing the rise of long range, low power data communication networks, like LoRaWAN and 4G Cat 1, along with various temperature sensors. These are used in cold chain systems to keep biologics between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius, certain drugs at minus 20 degrees, and advanced mRNA vaccines below minus 70 degrees Celsius. Smart sensors for monitoring, recording, and reporting temperatures are helping companies meet global regulations from the FDA, EMA, and WHO. One game changer has been the integration of IoT into pharmaceutical packaging. Wireless sensors now keep an eye on temperature, humidity, shock, and light exposure in real time. This has cut down spoilage and product loss by up to 80%. Take the Milesight TS smart sensors. For example, they provide real-time transparency across the entire supply chain. Moreover, in the near future, pharmacies, hospitals, and even patients, they can verify product integrity through QR codes or mobile apps, building trust like never before. Next, I will introduce the sensors in detail one by one. If you haven't tried Milesight temperature sensors yet, or if you're wondering why to choose Milesight over others, please stay with me. Generally, Milesight temperature sensors are available with 3 different probe types: PT100, DS18B20, and digital TH sensors. Each type has its own set of advantages. PT100 is platinum resistance temperature detector that offers high accuracy and stability across a wide temperature range from minus 200 to plus 800 degrees Celsius. So when precision is non-negotiable, PT100 deliver lab-grade accuracy, stable, repeatable measurements across extreme temperatures. The models that incorporate PT100 sensors include TS30X, TS602, and TS502. The DS18B20, on the other hand, is a digital temperature sensor that communicates through a one-wire bus where multiple sensors can coexist, simplifying integration into consumer electronics and suitable for temperatures ranging from minus 55 to 125 degrees Celsius. With a high accuracy and a query time of less than 0.75 seconds, these sensors provide reliable and fast temperature readings. Models such as TS101, TS201, TS602, and 502 utilize DS18B20 sensor. A digital TH probe, such as Sensurin SHT30 and 41-based, combines a capacitive humidity sensor with a bandgap-based temperature element in a tiny CMOS package. These sensors offer long-term stability, an excellent price-performance ratio, ultra-low power fast response, and strong anti-interference, making them perfect for environmental monitoring, but they're less rugged than probe-style RTDs. Models like EM320, EM300TH, TS201TH, TS60X, and TS50X incorporate digital TH sensors, ensuring comprehensive environmental monitoring. So we've covered how to pick the right Milesight device based on probe type. Next, let's look at another key factor, certifications. In many cases, it's not just about what the sensor does, but whether it meets the standards needed for the job. HACCP, or hazard analysis and critical control point, is a global standard for food safety management. Nearly all Milesight temperature sensors fully meet these requirements for food businesses, except the EM300TH. And because compliance can't be an afterthought, all Milesight temperature sensing models meet EN 12830, the European standard for cold chain temperature measurement equipment, except the TSES 101 insertion sensor. For the FDA approval, the EM320TH uses food grade enclosure, and TS30X uses food grade probe, so they're safe to use around food and medicine. And the TS30X even carries 21 CFR Part 11B certification for pharmaceutical cold chain data integrity, focusing on preventing data tampering. And we'll see what regulatory will be achieved by TS50X once it's available. You can select the most suitable sensor based on your specific environment. For static settings like labs and cold rooms, we offer these 5 proven models for both production and storage applications. When it comes to transportation or last mile delivery, our cellular Cat 1 enabled TS60X, together with the disposable TS50X, ensure that every package remains monitored, not just for temperature and humidity, but also for vibration and light levels. All right, let's take a look at this slide. Milesight offers a range of temperature and humidity sensors tailored for different applications. This comparison table is designed to help you quickly find the right sensor for your needs. You can easily compare features like data transmission technology, whether it's LoRa or cellular sensor types, cable lengths, IP ratings, and temperature ranges. Of course, temperature monitoring doesn't mean much if the sensors you are using aren't accurate. A malfunctioning or inaccurate device could mean an inaccurate temperature reading of a few degrees. This is enough to allow bacteria to grow and fester, especially if it's over a few hours. Likewise, if your sensors are too hard to use or read, implementing them won't do much good if your employees can't use them. That's where Milesight's temperature sensing devices come in. Our sensors can help you meet various compliance and automate your food or pharmaceutical safety checklist. This makes us the leading choice for simple, accurate, and reliable food, grocery, drug, and medicine temperature monitoring. Feel free to take your time and go through the table to figure out which sensor best fits your application. For reliable temperature and humidity measurements in production environments or storage facilities, the twin devices from the M300 series are excellent choices. They both have some awesome features. They can measure relative humidity from 0 to 100%. They're IP67 rated, so they can handle both indoor and outdoor conditions. Their batteries last about 10 years. They can store up to 2,800 historical records and retransmit data to prevent any loss. Now, both of these devices use high-quality Sensorion temperature and humidity sensors. But the EM320TH has an edge because it uses the 4th generation sensor, which is more accurate in temperature measurement and helps the battery last even longer. One more thing, the enclosures. EM300TH uses anti-UV, flame retardant material, great for harsh conditions. And the 320TH is made from FDA approved food safe material, so it's spot on for use around food. So, to sum it up, if you need better accuracy and something that can be used with food, the 320TH is the way to go. All right, now that we've covered the models with built-in temperature and humidity sensors, let's dive into those with external probes. First up, we have the TS101 insertion temperature sensor. This sensor is perfect for directly monitoring the temperature of materials like food and agricultural related items. It uses a DS18B20 temperature probe to provide continuous and accurate readings, ensuring you always know the status of your goods. Next, we have the TS201 temperature only or temperature and humidity sensor. This versatile sensor can be equipped with either a DS18B20 probe or a digital TH probe. It's designed for self-calibration with detachable probes, making it a cost-effective yet highly efficient solution for various applications. Finally, we have the TS30X temperature sensor. This high-precision sensor uses the industrial-grade, platinum-resistance temperature detector, PT100 probe, and offers dual versions. It supports 5 different ranges of temperature probes and 1 magnetic sensor for integration, making it incredibly flexible for different monitoring needs in both static and dynamic cold chain scenarios. Introducing the upcoming heroes for dynamic cold chain temperature monitoring, the TS50X and TS60X series, perfect for environmental monitoring during transportation and delivery. With the widespread adoption of 4G Cat1 technology, we're able to offer low-power wireless versions of these products for reefer containers and cargo delivery temperature monitoring. In June, you will meet the TS60X series first. They offer real-time monitoring for temperature, humidity, light level, and vibrations. In addition, through the SIM card-based positioning, you'll get location data. There are 2 versions to choose from. The TS601, which features an internal temperature and humidity sensor, and the TS602 will support 3 external probe options, PT100, DS18B20, and digital TH, covering a wide temperature range from -200 to +500 degrees Celsius. From a functionality point of view, the TS50X offers almost the same powerful features as the 60X. However, it'll be positioned as a disposable sensor or single-use sensor and be offered at a more lovely price. Thanks to its compact size, it can be easily placed into any cargo package, whether for pharmaceutical or food temperature-controlled applications. As the product is still in the planning stages, more information will be shared in the coming months. Please stay tuned. Thank you for attending our webinar. For the latest updates and news, follow us on social media. We look forward to staying connected.